Good morning, it's Heather with Murray's Home for Wayward Chickens. I'm out in my workshop and I'm gonna go over a few chicken things with you. Rupert's doing very well, and I had him outside yesterday separately and he was running around in the garden. He's a runner. I have to give Tootie some medicine. Tootie is she's my salmon Brahma who has an elongated crop. So she's in the special needs flock because I've got to make sure that when she eats, she's been good for a couple of years, but I just keep an eye on her. She can get an infection or she can choke on her food because her crop is so elongated. She's also one of the hens that I had gotten from the breeder. And the Swedish Flower didn't make it. I came home from work yesterday for lunch and I fed her and she was doing so well. She was so full of energy. She ate so much. Her little tiny crop was full of food. She got a really good amount of water. She was hydrated. And when I came home a few hours later, I thought she was dead. She was with Cocoa Puff, but she was next to her. But it turned out she was still alive. And I told TJ when I picked her up, I heard her sneeze a couple of times. It was maybe every 5 minutes or so, I heard a little tiny sneeze out of her. It's fucking mycoplasma. Excuse me. It's mycoplasma, which unfortunately I have way too much experience with, and it's because of the breeder. So I gave her Tylan. I've told you guys about Tylan in the past, and it's like magic medicine. It really is. If it's mycoplasma and it's fixable, you'll see virtually instantaneous results when you give it to them. Turn it around. Can give it as an injection, but for chickens, it's safer to give it to them as an oral. You almost can't overdose them on it, giving it to them orally, and you can give it to them every few hours. I was talking to TJ. I didn't know what to do for her. She wasn't dying. I was like, I didn't know if she was gonna go. She should have just gone. She shouldn't have had to suffer. But she wasn't going. So I gave her Tylan, a couple of little drops, and in 45 minutes, she started breathing more. I gave her a little bit more. You can give it to them every couple of hours. And because her metabolism as a chick is so fast, I knew she'd burn through it quicker. And I was just giving her a couple of little drops because she was, I took videos of her because I was trying to send updates to TJ. He was helping me, and she went from gasping for air once every 30 seconds to a more steady, slow breathing, and then her breathing sped up. I mean, I have a couple of different videos, and it's so sad, but I want to post the video so you can see the difference and how quickly the progression with giving them this medicine can be. She was just too tiny to be battling something like that. She was only 5 days old. And the frustration is that I've talked to the vet about it. I've gotten enough chickens from this particular breeder where I've said to the vet, do you think there's an issue from that particular place? Because it seems almost like everybody, she's like, you think? Because the vet knows her. Can't say anything to her, though, because I had learned from the vet years ago. She said when she was in veterinary school in college, they used to do a lot of care for cockfighting. And the professor would say to them, we're going to go take care of these roosters. Don't say a fucking word to anybody, because if you do, they won't have us come back. And this will be the only care these animals ever get. So just shut up and take care of the animals as best as you can. I don't say anything because if I piss her off, she's not going to stop breeding. And I just won't get them anymore, and I won't be able to save them. I mean, I've gotten so many from her that did make it, that I've had for years. So I don't say anything, but I'm angry. So I'm going to attach the videos to show you. They're a little sad because it looks like she's dead. But then you can see she starts breathing. I mean, she was so energetic. She ate so much for lunch. She was doing so well. I feel terrible for Cocoa Puff. Cocoa Puff was like, she didn't know what to do. What's up, Noisy? So I'm out here with the chickens. I have to give Tootie. Tootie needs a dose. Tootie was like phlegmy last week, and so I gave her a dose of Tylan, and the next morning she was fine. So you have to keep her on it for a few days, and so she sounds great. But I wanted to show you. Oh, did she go outside? She did. She was on the perch. She went outside. Where are you, Taylor? There you are. Hey, baby girl. I put Taylor back outside because she was inside for too long. So I'm going to bring her to work with me today. I'm going to a house where it's repeat business. The woman knows me. She doesn't have any dogs. And Taylor will come. I'm fixing her patio. So Taylor's going to come, and I'm going to, I'll bring her to work. She doesn't like being outside, so I'd rather give her like a little of both. I had to kick Cocoa Puff out of the nest again this morning because she was going to be broody. But I like to sit out here and have coffee with the chickens in the morning. But I'm going to show you how I give the dose of Tylan to Tootie. Tootie's a big girl. She's a salmon Brahma. She's very sweet. But if you see, she's got this swinging crop. Come here, baby girl. So it's normally an injection, so it's set up for a needle, but you can stick an oral syringe in there if you push through the rubber. Yeah, you sound good. You sound good. I'll give you a little bit. Oop. Come here. You know. Come on. Oh. Hey. Oh, Judy. There you go. Good girl. And a little bit. Good girl. A little more. Still don't want to aspirate them, so I do a little at a time. Sometimes I have to refill it if I spill some. You gotta make sure you know how much you're giving them. Good Judy. Oh. Come here. Come here. Okay, calm down. It's okay. It's okay. There you go. Oh, there's a good girl. There you go. Get along. You gotta drink it. You gotta drink it before I give you more. There you go. She's such a sweet girl. She's a big girl. Okay. We got Coco back out here. I felt bad. I consoled her a little last night, but I know she's still sad. This one, I'm waiting to hear from the vet. One of the reasons I don't want Taylor out here is because that's Simone. She's the one with the traumatic brain injury who's on Prozac. And the Prozac's not helping. So I don't know if she needs an additional dose or if it has to be increased. I know that sometimes it's got to level out, but she's been on it for a few months and it's not doing anything. I think she needs either a higher dose or we need to look into, there are two other options for either anxiety or obsessive compulsive disorder in chickens from traumatic brain injury. I think one of them is gabapentin, and another one, I wrote it down, is a much more severe medication, but it also works more effectively. So I'm waiting to hear from the vet. If I don't hear from, I've already emailed her twice. If I don't hear back from her, I'm going to get in touch with the director of the avian program at Cornell. Dr. Jang is fantastic, so I'm going to email her today anyway and get her take on it because she's just an expert in chickens. I mean, she runs the entire avian program at Cornell. So she's my go-to. I have this. I want to show you Nas at all. She was born without a butt. This is Nas. She's got no feathers. That's Nas at all because she's got no ass at all. So this is my special needs flock. They have their own. They have this one for coverage, and then they have their outdoor. Those are ashes for dust baths. Simone we got to figure out what to do with Simone. She picks at Taylor too much. And Taylor will not defend herself. As big as Taylor is, she just gets picked on. I mean, and she's preening her, but she's picking the feathers out of her butt. And Taylor doesn't like it, but she won't say anything to her. And so Simone continues to do it. And I can't stay out here all day long. So that's why Taylor was in the house with me. She can't stay in the house. So I either need to consider putting Simone in with the regular flock, because there's nothing wrong with her other than she's got traumatic brain injury. Maybe the regular flock will make her stop doing it. I don't know. But I also don't want to see her get picked on. So I'm not sure. The only reason she came into the special needs flock to begin with was because Cocoa Puff raised her. And she was so attached to Cocoa Puff that she was trying to fight to get through the fence. She just loves her. And Cocoa Puff's so good with her. I mean, as big as Simone is, big she is. She's a full-size chicken. She still tries to sleep underneath Cocoa Puff. Where'd she go? Cocoa Puff went back inside. I have to kick her out because she's going to be broody. So I got to bring her back out. But I'll tell you, Simone's a full-size chicken, and she still tries to sleep underneath Cocoa Puff. They're bonded. That's why I let her come into the special needs coop. And then once I realized she had traumatic brain injury, of course, she belongs out here. But other than that issue, there isn't anything physically wrong with her. And she's a full-size chicken. She could be with the regular flock. And if she continues to pick Cocoa Puff's feathers out of her head and Taylor's butt feathers, and I can't get a medication that stops, the compulsion, I don't know what else to do with her. But she's a good girl and she's sweet. She's not trying to hurt them, but she won't stop. This is the regular run. I'm building a roof for them to have an awning from the sun and the rain. I had tarps up. The tarps don't last. So I'm building a permanent roof. This is the, TJ gave me a Turkin. She's a Naked-Neck Americana. These are the ones that we hatched last spring. And then there's Be Nice. Be Nice, I got to put water in there for you. And then there's one brown one out. There were two. OG came out, and she must have gone back inside. I have to kick OG out. So this is Repeat. So Repeat has his separate run here. This is fenced off from the girls. So he's got his own run. There's a second door and hatch that I built for him. He's calming down. He's gotten used to being next to the girls without mating them. Let me see if no, she's not in here. He's got his own little, it's coop within a coop. It's small. He's got perches and everything. His food and water. He's got his own little hatch. So he's with the ladies, but he doesn't have access to them. I put food and water up here because OG wouldn't come down because she doesn't want to be mated. And so she has food and water up there just to keep her nourished. She does come down now that he's separate. It's obviously an issue. Oh, she's laying an egg. There she is. Hi, OG. She lays monster eggs. So I'm glad that she's laying an egg. So the last few days, I brought her out myself manually because she still stayed inside for a while. Once I started bringing her outside, she didn't look good. She needed some sunlight. She started going out on her own again. She's been going out on her own, I would say, almost for a full week at this point. So I'm glad. So I was nervous when I saw her inside. She's just laying an egg. I'm very upset. I said it. I said it in the first video. I hope I'm not getting this Naked-Neck Silkie Rooster, the second chicken that I was not expecting, because the first one's not going to make it. That's exactly what happened. TJ just texted me now. He's so sorry. So she was doing much better. She was doing terribly, but there was a marked improvement in her breathing when I gave her the Tylan last night. I named her Wonder, like Stevie Wonder, but she's a girl, so I named her Wonder because I figured that she's a blind baby and I could make her work and be a wonder. And he just texted me. He's sorry. He was going to stay home Thursday and Friday with Cocoa Puff to feed them for me. And she passed away just before 11 o'clock last night. And I feel like if she wasn't going to make it, she shouldn't have had to suffer. She should have died 5 hours sooner. But I tried. And it wasn't that she couldn't eat. Her little crop was full. She was eating, she was drinking. She was doing pretty well. There was a good chance she was going to make it. There's no way at that size and that weight that she was going to be able to battle mycoplasma that young. And I knew it. I told TJ as soon as I picked her up, I said, she's fucking sneezing already. So I'm going to bring Taylor to work with me today. I did just have to take Cocoa Puff off the nest again. I feel terrible for her. She was upset last night. I put her outside. She's got to eat. She loses too much weight when she's broody. So Taylor is going to come to work with me today, right? This is my best friend. Right, Taylor? I love you. So Taylor's going to come to Pat's house and we're going to do a patio. If you guys have questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And I'll give you guys an update on Rupert. I'll just give him his own video coming up soon. Today is Wednesday. I'm going to acclimate him probably on Sunday. I want him separated for as many days as I can before I don't want him to be in the laundry room for 2 whole weeks. So I'm going to give him almost a week. And at the end of the weekend, on Sunday, I'm going to bring him out. I chased him around the yard yesterday. It's a good thing I caught him. He's getting used to me holding him. Maybe he missed it. He must have been handled at the last house, which is really nice. So he seems accustomed to being picked up. So I pick him up. He doesn't flutter too much. And I just start petting him. And he's cool. But he was running yesterday. I caught him. All right. Have a great day, guys. I'm going to try. I'm so sad. Okay, so for anyone who is interested in seeing how effective and how quickly Tylan works, it's like an emergency medicine. If it's going to help, it's going to help almost immediately. If it's not going to help, it's not going to do anything. So the next couple of video clips that I'm attaching here, they're a little hard to watch. They're sad. These are the clips that I was sending to TJ so we could gauge the progress on Wonder, the little baby chick. So it's a little hard. It's a little sad to watch. Just giving you fair warning. I'm attaching them because I want you to see how she goes in the first clip from, she really doesn't look like she's here anymore. And within 15 seconds takes 1 gulp of air. Then I gave her the Tylan, literally a half a drop on her tongue a couple of times over a minute just to get it in her system because it takes so little to be effective. The next couple of clips come like 15 minutes after I gave her the first dose. And because her metabolism is so fast and she would burn through it, and it's a really safe medication to give orally, and also because I was literally putting little teeny tiny drops of it on her tongue, I consistently gave her a little bit more, probably every 15 to 20 minutes, just a little drop on her tongue. And you'll see the significant difference in her breathing in the videos. It didn't, unfortunately, she was too tiny to be able to fight it, but that doesn't take away from the miraculous result from the Tylan. And so these clips are coming up now. It kills me to have to post that, but I also want to make you aware that I had a little heat lamp, a black bulb heat lamp, so that the light didn't disturb her on her. So when I had the little towel she was wrapped in open, she was under a heat lamp to keep her warm. And I did bury her last night in a little box in the front garden. She was just too young and too tiny to fight something like mycoplasma, which is incurable. It's just treatable. But the Tylan, you can see the marked difference from not breathing at all to a much more rapid and steady breathing, where she opened her mouth, her tongue came out, she was looking. I gave her some drops of water. She drank them. When I gave Tootie the Tylan the other night, she was very phlegmy. She sounded raspy and phlegmy. And within 15 minutes of giving her a full-size dose, her phlegminess subsided substantially. And by morning, it was virtually gone, and I gave her another dose. So for older hens, full-size hens and not chicks, you can give it orally. They say, TJ reminded me every few hours, but I don't normally give it that often. I would for a young chick whose metabolism is fast. But for like Tootie, she just gets it twice a day for 3 or 4 days. I always extend it for a day or so past not having any symptoms, because it's kind of like, antibiotics. You have to finish it or go a full course, even if you feel better, because if you don't, then it becomes ineffective and it can return. So Tootie's been fine now. She's not phlegmy. She's not congested. She's breathing normally, and she doesn't have any issues. I wish that it would have been a better outcome for Wonder, but at least I feel better that toward the end, because she did pass like an hour later, that at least she was able to breathe. And I hated that she suffered. I didn't think that she should have to suffer. I thought that if she was going to go, she should have just been taken, but that's not up to me. But she's in the front garden. So if you can order it online. I think Chewy has it. There are a few different places that carry it. It's really good to keep on hand if you have any issues with respiratory. It's also, it cures other things also. I just don't have the whole list of them right now. But any event, I just wanted to put those in there. And I hope you guys find that useful. At least if something good comes of it, let it be helpful. Have a good night.